Here's our 3 observations. Observation number 1. All right, here we go. What is unfair to you is not considered unfair to God. He understands how you feel, but he doesn't always side with how you feel. If you are right now navigating through a moment, a season where you feel life is unfair, you're treated unfairly, I understand that God that you serve understands how you feels. So I want you to consider that the Lord can sympathize with you and the Lord can empathize with you in a moment or a season of unfairness. But this is where I need you to be mature. Just because he understands how you feel doesn't mean he always sides with how you feel. Okay, so family, hear me from your brother this morning. I want you to know that God sees you in your feelings. God sees you in your emotions. He sees the wrestle. He sees the intention, and he also hears you. He hears. God, do you understand what's going on? Lord, do you see me where I'm at? You know the needs. You know my responsibilities, my obligations. You know my feelings. God, if you care about me, I need you to see me in this unfairness. Mark my words. God says, I see you in your unfairness. I see you in your feelings. But please hear me. He doesn't always side with how you feel. And you and I have to respect the fact that we serve a God who has the right, who should have the right not to side with how we feel, even though from our perspective, things may seem unfair. Observation number 2. Unfair conditions occur not always as a result of God's decisions, but more so as a result of man's reactions to free will. Someone right now, I need you to hear me, that the possibility of what you are feeling is unfair may be more a byproduct of someone mismanaging their free will more than just God making a decision to cause you to navigate through an unfair season. Okay? When it comes to, again, family, relationships, when it comes to conditions, this is February. This is a time where we focus on love. This is a time where we focus on our relationship statuses, right? Take in consideration that some unfair conditions are often a byproduct of man reacting to their free will. In a world where God allows the decency of free will, some people are prone to use it for evil. This is the reality of free will, that sometimes somebody is going to use their free will in a way that makes you a victim. Anybody ever been there where either you've been found guilty of using your free will to victimize somebody else, or somebody victimized you because they mismanaged their free will against you? Somebody was just frustrated and pissed off at the world and made you a victim, cussed you out, not because you did anything wrong, but the mere fact that they're just mad at somebody else. Take into consideration that if you are right now navigating through unfair conditions or an unfair season that you feel is unfair, the result might be more of man's reactions to free will than God's decisions. Yes, God allowed it to happen. It's not that God is twiddling his fingers and saying, oh, you do you, boo. That's not what no, God allowed it to happen. But take in consideration, watch this, the weight of how you're feeling, bro. The weight of how you're seeing what you're seeing, it might be more a result of man's reactions to their free will. If you right now are bleeding, if you right now have a scar because of a scratch caused by somebody else, please be careful in victimizing God because of how they use their free will. Offense, a byproduct of somebody else mismanaging their free will. Right? Broken friendships and relationships might be a byproduct of either you or them mismanaging their free will. So we got to be careful in saying, God, you're to blame on why this is happening. No. It's because somebody mismanaged their free will. Okay? Somebody did not take the time to use their free will in a way where you wouldn't be a victim. This is the reason why the Bible says, Psalms 118, it is better to trust the Lord than to put confidence in man. That is to confide in, take refuge in man. So family, listen, we're still praying, but I want to take the time again to address those of you who are right now frustrated. You feel like Tupac. It's me against the world because I'm in an unfair condition, unfair season, that they're getting something I should be getting, or they're not getting something, but I'm getting. right? There's a lot of back and forth. This is just unfair. I want to share some observations that hopefully will be beneficial to you. So we're going to prayer. Unfairness doesn't have to be a reality if you don't live in it. It's one thing, family, to look at life and say, God, this is unfair. It's one thing to consider, I'm in an unfair season. These are unfair conditions. But I am praying, family, you hear your brother. Unfairness does not have to be your reality if you don't live in it. Family, when it comes to job, when it comes to family, when it comes to transitions, when it comes to the wrestling within ourselves, I beg you, do not make unfairness the place where you dwell. Some of us know, or we're connected to certain people who have said, this is unfair, this is unfair, this is unfair. It becomes language that shapes how you see, how you hear, and how you think. And the charge God has given me this morning to every single one of you is that unfairness is not meant to be your reality. Unfairness is not meant to be your reality, bro, sis. Yes, they are uncomfortable. Yes, they are inconvenient, but this is not supposed to be reality. Come on, love. It's all about perspective.